Great housekeeper.
Just had the phone
She is.
off
Yeah.
there.
So she's excited, she's ready to be done, and she's done quite a job.
Okay, roll call, please.
Kim Crupper.
Here.
April Fabella. Here. Ronnie Maines.
Here.
Bob Perry.
Here.
Rick Skinner.
Here.
Jenna Smith. Here.
Okay, we'll call the meeting to order for May 4th, 2026, seeing that we have a quorum. Welcome to all our guests. Please make sure you signed in on your way in if possible. We will have the invocation by Rick Skinner and the Pledge of Allegiance.
Go to pray.
Right first.
Dear Lord, we come to you, just thank you for the day you've given us, the beauty of the sunshine. We just pray, Lord, you'll be with us tonight as we discuss the business of the city of Williamstown, and that we make our decisions according to the best interests of the citizens of Williamstown. We also would like to pray for all of our military who's in different areas of the world fighting for our freedoms. We want you to be with them and watch over them. So these things we ask in Jesus' name. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, couple announcements. We had our first budget caucus meeting earlier before the council meeting. Today, next council meeting will be Tuesday, May 19th. In the meantime, we will have a caucus meeting on this Friday at noon. These are all budget related. We also have another budget caucus meeting on May 19th at 5 p.m. before the second council meeting of the month. And then we'll have our final one, if needed, on Friday, May 22nd at 1 p.m. On this Saturday, we have what we're calling Touch a Truck event in back of the new Welcome Center in the parking lot, the city parking lot there. We will have all the new trucks that the city has purchased in the last couple of years, fire truck, pole digging trucks, along with police officers, cruisers. We're just gonna have a multiple of vehicles there. Kids can come, learn about them. We'll have some entertainment for the kids, some free giveaways. And we just wanna make a nice community event. You've probably seen it on social media. It should be a great day. I think it's from 12 to 3. Yep, and so I invite everybody to attend and participate. City offices will be closed for Monday, May 25th, in observance of Memorial Day. And then we have a My Williamstown event on Saturday, May 30th, and that too is just a celebration about our 250th anniversary. We're gonna have free hot dogs there that day. We're gonna do a digital quilt, which will be put into the new Welcome Center. And basically what that means is we're asking people through Interact for Health, we received a grant for this, and people will come in, tell their stories of the history of Williamstown, and that will play on a monitor as guests and tourists walk into the Welcome Center. We're also gonna do a time capsule where we're gonna ask residents to come and bring something. We will fill that capsule, hopefully, and then we'll bury it, and we will, well, we won't. Somebody will unbury it, and I'm not sure, 15, 20, 25 years. So it also should be a fun day right at the new Welcome Center. We're hoping and betting and praying that the Welcome Center will be actually open by then, and people can come in and see it. Those are the announcements that I have. Mayor's update. Again, I just wanted to reiterate on any budget meetings that we're having This is everybody's time to ask questions, think about what is being proposed. The department heads have worked very hard with Crystal and to foresee the future. The challenge that we have given them and ourselves is, what do we want to look like, or what department do we want to look like in 3, 5, 10 years? And now's the time to start planning that, putting money aside if we need to, so we don't run into issues like last year when we found ourselves behind on capital expenses. So that's the challenge, and certainly the council's, we welcome your questions, your comments, concerns, and that way we can all go forward. I'm hoping by the time we get to the first Monday in June, when we read the proposed budget, that we are all on board at that point and we go forward. Work has started on the new Welcome Center. If you've gone by there, you'll notice we've demoed a lot out of there. Walls have come down, counters have been taken out, and then Derek's team has worked hard on that demoing. We've added some items through line items in the budget on city building and maintenance, but we will be asking for funds for fiscal year 26-27 to finish that job. We've also put in for a grant, I think it's through Interact for Health, that hopefully we would offset a lot of that cost. Of course, we won't know if we get that or not until we find out. I've been talking to you about our updated annual audit for 25-26 that we have not received yet. 24-25, I'm sorry. We have been told by Paul Maddox he will deliver that preliminary audit to us at the next council meeting, and then he or his company will be in the first meeting in June to go over the audit. And this is very important because a lot of things have not been able to get completed until this audit is done. But it looks like they got all their information correct, Crystal? And we should be getting a preliminary copy at the next meeting. That is all I have for updates. Any questions for me regarding any of that? Concerns? Okay. On that, we'll go into old business. And the first thing on old business, before we get to that, I want to read a timeline pertaining to item number 1, motion to bring off the table discussion of Davis Parkway. And I'll read the timeline and then we can talk about it. So Davis Parkway LLC had a zone change ordinance 2023 for 91.46 acre parcel of land from agricultural A1 to residential 4, which was approved by the City Council on July 18, 2023. Within the zone change ordinance, there was a conceptual development plan attached as Exhibit A, and this was all in your packets, to the zone change application proposing 86 lots for Davis Parkway LLC. There was a meeting in September in 2025, this past year, with myself, Jason Payne, Laura McClanahan, Becky Ruhal, Logan Murphy, and Bob Davis at the city building. Bob Davis requested that the proposed development area within Davis Parkway be reduced from the 86 lots to 10 lots, having more acreage per lot. That's Exhibit B in your packets. For the revised preliminary plat, reducing amounts of lots to 10. City Council discussed Bob Davis's request for reducing the number of lots at a caucus meeting held on October 1st, 2025. That's Exhibit C. City Council further discussed Bob Davis' request for reducing number of lots at a regular council meeting held on October 6, 2025, at which time topic was tabled and never reintroduced or brought off the table. That is Exhibit D, or the minutes of that meeting. On March 11th this year, 2026, Logan Murphy emailed Becky Ruhal, and she's the Director of the Planning Commission, I think that's her official title, copied myself and Jason Payne a revised preliminary plat submittal dated March 11th, 2026 for Davis Parkway, reducing the amount of lots to 10. So the request went straight to the County Planning Commission. Number 7, Becky Ruhal is requesting a letter from the city regarding the revised preliminary plat to be attached to Bob Davis' revised preliminary plat submittal. So, to sum it up, 2023, he came to the council, showed his plat, his development, it was passed. He has since tried to come back and revise that from the 1.5 acre lots to 5 and 10 lots or more. This council tabled that agenda, that discussion at that October council meeting. My ask of the council is to bring it off the table for discussion and then make a decision one way or another on the proposal. I think we've had this out there hanging long enough, and I just, in order to make a decision, we have to bring it off the table first. And that's where I'm at, if anybody wants to.
Do we ask questions before we bring it off the table or after we bring it off the table?
I think the way I've been doing it is after.
Okay.
The question is, do we want to finally be done with this issue once and for all, or face other issues in the future? And that's what I'm going to put out there. We can kick this can down the road as far as you want, or we can make a decision.
So you need a motion to bring it off the table?
Correct.
Okay, I make a motion to do that, to bring it off the table.
Motion made by Jenna Smith. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Seconded by Councilor Fabella. Discussion at this time.
So my question was, so planning and zoning has given their blessing to his request?
No,
Or no?
No.
Okay.
They just wanna know what we've decided on our end, right?
correct. Basically, if this council, not we, if the council rejects this, he would have to start all the way from the beginning again. It's my understanding. The planning commission has not accepted it.
So are they waiting to?
They're waiting for us.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think that we talked about this before, that, you know, he came to us, you know, with the plans of the additional housing and things, which we felt like was going to generate, you know, income for the city. So if you reduce that number of homes that you put in there, I mean, it's obviously gonna reduce the income for us. So I don't really see that it's in the city's benefit to go forward with that. That's my opinion, so.
And how many homes did he
So, let me get you back to, the motion is to take it off the table.
Oh.
That's
I
a
thought
whole
we already
set,
did that.
that's a whole, we have to vote on that.
Oh, well.
That's a
okay.
whole separate discussion. Any other discussion on the motion? Roll call.
Kim Crupper,
No.
April Favela,
Yes.
Ronnie Maines,
Yes.
Bob Perry,
No.
Rick Skinner,
No.
Jenna Smith.
Yes.
You have a tie vote. On the tiebreaker, I vote yes.
I better just, let's discuss it, get it over with. Why bring it back later?
Okay, so it's now off the table. Now and there's no one here from Davis Parkway. I'll take a motion to accept the new plat as described from the change of October 23rd, October 6th, to the new size, or to reject the request altogether. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to reject.
Is there a second? Motion made by Councilor Fabella.
What was her motion
To
there?
reject,
I'll second that motion.
seconded by Councilor Perry.
Before you do that, I got one question to ask you. Getting back to Jenna's initial, she wanted to discuss this, so you're not gonna discuss it, you go ahead and vote to deny her request, which.
No, I just asked for a first and second, now comes discussion.
Okay.
Is there any discussion on the motion?
Well, I think April was asking about how many houses originally.
I think there was 86.
86,
Yeah.
down to 10.
But he's actually built.
He hasn't built
No,
any.
this is a new section, this is not on the lake.
Yeah, this is back.
Did that answer the question? Any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Kim Crupper,
No,
Okay, that means you're saying you want to accept his proposal?
no, I don't wanna accept it. I misunderstood totally what you're
So
going
is it-
around here with. So rejecting
We're
is what
rejecting.
you're
We're
saying.
rejecting.
That's
Yeah.
correct.
Yes, rejecting.
That's correct.
April Favela,
Yes.
Ronnie Maines,
Yes.
Bob Perry,
Yes.
Rick Skinner,
So can I ask a question, Luke?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So is this then giving you the permission to write the letter saying that our position is that we don't want, is that what we're voting on, that we don't want?
We are voting on rejecting Bob Davis's request for us to approve the change in his plots from 86 to 10.
And then are we giving you permission to write the letter she's seeking?
Then, at that point, we will discuss it with our legal team on what letter needs to be sent to the planning commission and to Bob Davis.
Okay. No, yes. Yes. It's confusing.
Amen. Exactly, confusing.
I'm scared to vote.
Jenna Smith.
Yes. Yes, I'm rejecting.
I wasn't the only one that couldn't connect the dots. Yeah.
That's it? Motion passes, thank you. Okay, next on the agenda, on the new business, city council consideration approval of the water department lagoon cleanout and dewatering bid. So we got a proposal. Timmy, you wanna talk us through this?
So we put the lagoons out to bid to get cleaned. We got back 2 quotes. One was from H&H Resource, they're out of Versailles, and one was Paragon, they're out of Texas. But they also have a place up in Ohio they work out of. For the bid, we figured up how many gallons was in the lagoon. It was like 1,955 cubic yards of water, liquid. So they both came out and looked, and I told them to figure it up what it would cost for them to come, set up their presses, clean them out, press it, try to get a land apply permit. That land apply permit would allow them to put the stuff, the solids up with the splash park out on the ridge, not right by the splash park, but out on the ridge. And I also told them that if they got the land apply permit, they could dump up there and we could take our bulldozer and scatter it out. That was, you know, as long as they got the land apply permit for us. Paragon figured the whole 1955 cubic yards, which their bid come in like 400,000 for one lagoon. But they're figuring water and all. But if you look at their bid, they had $55,200 in just mobilization and demobilization, getting in here and taking all their stuff out. They did bid, because they said, of course they're from Texas, so they're not used to working with the Kentucky too much. They said that they figured everything going to the dump instead of doing a land apply permit, because the land apply permit takes a couple months. You can get a permit to pile it up right now, but the land apply permit takes a couple months. So they just figured going to the dump. But I also called them back the other day and tried to get them to re-quote it, because the other company quoted it for the minimum of what they would come for, which was 250 cubic yards. I tried to get them to quote the same thing so we'd have apples to apples. They did not. They sent me back another quote, but it still was not 200, it was like 300 in summer. But they did not come off their mobilization fee. I think we got 80 allotted for that, is that right? Something like that. So 55,000
I think
eats
it's
up.
92.
Okay, but 55,000 is gonna eat up a lot of that money in the mobilization fee that Paragon has given us. H&A is giving us 13,000 for mobilization and demobilization. So they got 10,000 and 3,000, so 13,000 altogether. They come in at like $153.75 for the dewatering of the lagoon material. The other company was $174.80. I talked to H&A. They've done a lot around here. They think the land apply permit's not a big deal for them, but they're used to working in Kentucky. They're out of Versailles. 250 cubic yards is the least that they'll come for, and that's what their bid is for 56,000. Of course, there's going to be more than 250 yards. They're thinking worst case scenario 400, which pushes them up to like the $80,000 mark. Is what they believe, because you know we're not going to pay for the water they take out. They're putting the water back in the lagoon. They're just taking the stuff out and pressing the solids. So kind of on their bids, it's kind of like we would come out there, they would bring their trucks, probably have Kim come out when they do that, and me and Kim would figure out the yardage on their trucks, what we think their trucks would haul. We would count trucks, you know.
That depends on how deep they press it.
Right.
If it's still watered,
Yes.
you got trouble.
Yeah. And that's also according if they fill the trucks up all the way.
Well, you can't fill them all. It depends on your moisture content.
Yeah. But they're just going to go up to the splash park and pile. So I mean, they're not really worried about scale wise.
No, that's not my point.
But you're talking about running out.
It's the volume of it running out or pressure on
Right.
on the tailgate.
Yeah.
If you haven't dewatered it to get
Well, they're going to dewater it, and so it's going to be like what the sewer plant hauls off.
right, if it's 90% compacted, you got something. But
Right.
if it's only 60% and you got 40% volume water, it's going to depend on their press.
Right.
Now, my question to you is Paragon says you got 1,955 yards.
That's what we figured out.
That's
And
what
they
you
and
had
they
figured.
agreed with it. That's water and everything.
Okay, so if H&A is at 153.75 and they're gonna press all 1,955 yards too?
Yeah. But they're saying there's only going to be 400 cubic yards of material come out of the press material. The water's going back in the lagoons. See what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying,
But the other companies want charges for water and all,
right.
where H&A is going to charge us for what actually goes in the truck, what gets stockpiled.
I wish you well.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Because most of the time on these-
And piping it up there,
They are going to, both of them looked at, because I met them and we looked at it. The best place for them to set the press was right beside the road
Right.
inside the water plant where the concrete splits.
Uh-huh.
So they can set it up there in the grass to press, and leave one truck sitting on the concrete, load there, and then they can haul straight up, because they said their trucks can't climb the hill with that stuff in there.
Right.
Because
So they're pressing on top of the hill
Yeah,
into the truck.
yeah, they're pumping it up to the truck.
And it'll be just almost what we think is like the sewer plant does, right?
Yes, yes. And then they're gonna pipe the water back down to the other lagoon, you know,
Yeah.
what they don't use. Because they're only gonna do one lagoon. That's all we got money for.
So, when they're pressing and the water is coming back, is it going back into the same lagoon they're dredging out, or are you gonna put it in
It's
your other?
supposed to go to the other one.
It's going to the other one?
Yes,
So when it goes to the other one,
yeah.
are you going to take that and press it also?
We will when we do the other lagoon. We'll have to de-water the other lagoon, decant the water off of it.
But
This
that
is-
water's
this-
got a gate that it, you know, once it gets a certain place, it overflows back.
Yeah.
Oh, I know,
I thought you did, yeah.
yeah.
So we'll have to raise the gate so they can fill it up, and then we'll just decant it off slowly.
Well, this is an unusual process you're going. Typically, at other plants, they do it totally different, what you just described.
Well, that's what, both of them said that's how they do it.
Well, the point is hauling it off and getting the moisture out.
Right.
That's the key.
I think last time did they not just pump it up the hill when they did the lake, or did they do it? I don't remember if they
Yeah,
did
we
or
pumped
not.
up into those
Yeah.
lagoons. We
Because
did
I was
3
working
lagoons.
nights when they did that.
Huh?
I was working nights when they did
Yeah,
that.
we pumped it up into 3 lagoons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no pressing.
Right. And we could look at doing that, but that was liquid and all.
Right. And then each lagoon let water decant out.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm talking about when they dredged the lake. Did we pump them out then?
Yes.
Okay. I couldn't remember if we did or not.
No, we haven't. We didn't do the lagoons. Is that what you're asking?
Okay, that's what, I knew we talked about it, but I
No, we didn't.
didn't think we did. Me and John was trying to figure out the other day.
When was the last time the lagoon's done?
I don't think they've ever
Yeah,
been
Never
cleaned.
been done.
No.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I don't think they've ever been cleaned. The only other option we really got is, and me and Mark Miller talked about this the other day, is maybe look at buying a press, but then you gotta build a building and pumps, and, you know, because them lagoons are level, they're not sloped to one end, so we're gonna have the machines to mix it up and everything.
So when they press it, they're gonna press it and load it right then?
Mhm.
And then take it off-site up there on the ridge?
Yeah.
Are they gonna be required to test that so they can,
Yes, they have testing figured in.
okay,
Because I actually told them, I was like, well, we gotta, if we do this, so if there was to be more than 400 yards in it, and we went over the 80,000 or 90, whatever we got allotted, we gotta cut them off at that price. Because we don't have any more money allotted. Hopefully, we would be empty, you know, have it clean before we run out of money on that. But I also talked to them about, you know, you dump it on the site, we can't write you a check for the whole amount, and then 2 months down the road, you don't get the land apply permit, and we've paid you, we're trying to get you to come back haul it off. So we'll have to hold, it'll have to be wrote in their contract with us that we hold so much back until that land apply permit is acquired.
I know when we had the 3 lagoons built out there when we dredged the lake, the thing that was most important, the reason for the 3rd lagoon was so you could not have any of that run back into the lake.
Mhm.
So now, are you
There's
going
only
to
2.
have to,
There's only 2 lagoons.
well, there, at
No,
one
we
time,
built 3.
there was 3.
We built 3.
There was 3 lagoons out there.
He's talking about the water plant, right?
Yeah.
I'm not talking
He's
about,
talking about the lake.
Yeah,
We're
well,
both talking about 2 different things.
Okay.
my point is, if you're taking your pressed product out of your lagoons, you're gonna put it up on the ridge,
Mhm.
will you be required to put a basin around that so none of the runoff will go back to the lake?
I think as far as the last time that they dredged any of the lake, like we had a customer back when Mark Christopher was here, started dredging the lake on his own. And I know he shut him down, and we talked to Division of Water about it. As long as we build a dirt barrier,
Yeah,
which we can do with the bulldozer, we'll be good.
yeah, that's my point. You
Yeah.
would have to,
It just have to be like, you know, a couple feet deep or whatever.
yeah, you just gotta, you know, to ensure that your Division of Water,
Right.
that you don't get any runoff from your pressed product. That's the most important thing. That's my point.
And we can rent a track hoe and, if we have to, and dig us a spot up there. I think just a couple feet's the way they talked last time when I talked to them.
You don't think that H&A will go up to $300,000?
Well, no, because we're gonna cut them off.
You're gonna cut them off at 56,000?
We're gonna cut them off at 80 or 90, whatever we have allotted.
The contract's for 56, but so,
56 is the minimum they'll come for.
minimum, okay. You mentioned the lake being dredged.
Yeah.
Yes, it was a number of years ago.
Yeah, it was
And
in
now it's
18.
as shallow now there as what it was when it was dredged.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
I
So,
did, I went around by the old plant the other day. It's pretty shallow there.
yes. Every bit as shallow as when it was
Yeah.
dredged.
I mean, out of the two, I think we're gonna have to try to do H&A because Paragon's just way out there. They're just, I mean, their mobilization fee's just killing it. I mean, for what we got allotted.
Well, but you gotta, they're taking everything off-site. It's a
Yes.
little different.
Well, that's in their 174. They're still higher than the, but that's the difference probably in taking it off-site versus stockpiling.
So Timmy, you are recommending we accept, the council accepts H&A Resource Management based on a legal review?
Yes. It's that, or we probably should look at buying a press and a building. I don't think we want to do that myself, but, you know.
Is there a motion on the floor?
Can I ask one more
Sure.
question? So what is their projected start date?
I think theirs was, I think it was like a month or so.
Yes. Can we ask them if they would start their land permit now?
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah, I think once we give them, say that we're gonna do it, then that's when they're gonna start it, but I can confirm that.
yeah, and then kind of get a status on that. If they drag their feet, I wouldn't care because I don't want them leaving
Right.
with a pile of dirt, not hauled off.
Or we could ask
Permission
them,
spread.
we could ask them to haul it to the dump, see how much more it
No.
raises it. We could ask them to haul it to the dump and see how much more that raises it.
Says they'll start within 30 to 60 days in the
30 to
petition.
60, yeah. It said 30 to 60, they don't show me, so.
It'll
If
it'll
they
take
think
2
it
to 3
only
weeks.
takes 2 weeks to get that permit, or 2 months, maybe.
I just think we need to look at getting them cleaned out before all this PFAS stuff goes into effect. You know, because when that goes into effect, I don't know, we will be taking it to the dump, but I don't know which dump we'll be taking it to.
But our levels are so low.
Our levels are low now, but once that all goes into effect, I don't know,
Yeah.
what they're going to end up making us do.
They're gonna change the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
But we can use that dirt.
Yeah,
We've been using what's
Yeah.
came out of the lake forever.
right. And it's got the same PFAS in it as we,
Absolutely.
what we got now, so.
Any other questions for Timmy? If not, is there a motion on the floor?
I'll make that motion, Mayor.
Motion
To
made.
accept H&A.
I'll second it.
Motion made by Councilor Perry, second by Councilor Maines. Discussion on the motion.
Can it be up to 80,000? Can we stipulate that?
Yep.
Our approval's up to
I
80,000?
did ask them that we, I told them, I said, we don't have enough to go, over 100 or even 80, I don't think, so I asked them if we could just cut them off.
It's not,
They said,
it's
"Long as-
90,000.
As long as we use the 56, we're good, they said. And I would like to either have like Kim come out and help me, just to make sure he agrees on the cubic yards of the truck that they're hauling off.
I don't mind coming out and seeing it. I don't have a problem with that. It's gonna be between 15 and 18 yards.
We have a motion to accept H&A Resource Management up to $90,000, which is the budget amount, based on legal review. We have a first and a second, roll call.
Kim Crupper.
Yes.
April Fabella.
Yes.
Ronnie Maines.
Yes.
Bob Perry.
Yes.
Rick Skinner.
Yes.
Jenna Smith.
Yes.
Motion carries, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Timmy. Okay, that's it on our agenda. We have public forum. Is there anybody in the audience who'd like to speak at this time? Nobody, okay. Is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion.
Motion made by Counselor Maines. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
By Counselor Terry. Roll call.
Kim Cropper.
Yes.
April Favela.
Yes.
Ronnie Maines.
Yes.
Bob Perry.
Yes.
Rick Skinner.
Yes.
Jenna Smith.
We adjourn.
Unless you have questions. Yeah. Yeah, because it'll be a new department. Yeah. Now,